Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. This is going to be a bit of a controversial video on why I love shotguns. And before we get this video started, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to this video's sponsor. This video's sponsor is going to be Right to Bear. They're an incredibly affordable price point at about $15 a month. You get a list of things included with that $15 a month, and then a bunch of different additional add-ons that you can put on top of your membership depending on your situation. Right to Bear also focuses not just on firearms for defense. They're going to protect you for total self-defense. Doesn't matter if you use a firearm, a hammer, a knife, whatever tool you might have at your disposal, Right to Bear is going to back you in court for that. They're also going to offer a bunch of really cool training opportunities. If you sign up, you're going to get their newsletter, and that's going to include a bunch of locations where they're constantly doing classes and other things to help support you in your rights when it comes to self-defense. Check them out. Use the code FREEDOM in the discount section. That's going to save you 10% off of your order, and it's going to help out the channel, and I greatly appreciate their support. The combat shotgun. I have done an excessive amount of videos on shotguns recently, and you know what? We all understand by now that I love shotguns. Specifically, as I always mention, the combat shotgun. There's just something about it. When it comes to the combat shotgun, I think it's kind of fascinating that we start off seeing it in use in combat situations relatively frequently up until we start getting into modern times, and really midway through the 2000s, we see kind of a dramatic shift towards not recommending a shotgun for anything other than breaching a door. It is literally useless unless you're breaking a lock with it. If you're not, throw it out. Don't ever use it. Shotguns suck. Never get one. That's kind of where we're at this point, right? And, you know, for a while there, I got kind of mixed up into that as well. And the more that I started training with shotguns and using shotguns, I started kind of realizing really the great benefit that they have and why I am so into them nowadays. But a lot of the guys that we're in that I've talked to, I kind of see their training with shotguns really drilled in that it is just essentially a large sledgehammer to get into a door. That is, from start to finish, that is where I see the training kind of end. And really, a lot of those folks who have been there, have done that, have done crazy things that I could never even dream of, however, have a very, very, very jaded view that I think might be a little bit contributed to experience on a different battlefield than what we as general folks here in the United States are dealing with. And a lot of that jaded opinion of shotguns and not really having a willingness to maybe get past those opinions and train with shotguns comes through in a lot of the modern day classes today. That is just what I've seen time and time again. And really, it's what I reiterated many times early on in this channel. I would reiterate it to customers on the gun floor because I'd see these really well-known folks talk about how bad the shotgun is, and I just kind of would go along with that. Now, my love of the shotgun is kind of fueled by the utter devastation that the shotgun has when used appropriately. One of the number one cons to a shotgun that I see is that they are pitched as a beginner gun, right? We got the folks that have been there and that have done that hate the gun, and then we also have the folks that say, hey, this is the best thing ever because you don't have to train with it, you don't have to aim it, here it is. If you're a beginner, this is the gun for you. And I kind of view it as right down the middle. As I've trained with it more, it is one of the most difficult types of firearms that I have ever trained with and tried to get good with out of the collection, hands down. So it is definitely a challenging gun. It is difficult to be an expert with a shotgun. I am barely out of a beginner level with the shotgun, and I shoot them very frequently, and I'm trying more and more to learn new things behind them. But if you think it's a beginner's gun, it is not. Once you learn how to master the shotgun, how to do drills with the shotgun, how to be fast, how to get fast follow-up shots, it is horrifying in CQB situations. Time and time and time again, you can see law enforcement videos, body cam videos. You can see regular surveillance camera footage all over the place of shotguns being used within homes, against vehicles, other things, and being devastating. It is very, very rare that you see somebody take a center mass or even general hit with double-aught buckshot minus 25 yards and continue to do what they're doing. I also love shotguns for a very interesting fact of the amount of energy they provide behind armor. So a lot of the hate from shotguns, they talk about, hey, I don't like a shotgun because it's not going to penetrate armor. I understand that. However, being hit with a full defensive load of buckshot or a slug behind even a level 4 plate is going to deliver an insane amount of energy into the person's body. And I, again, can almost guarantee that that person is not going to keep being an active threat immediately to you. With the way that physics work, it's a brutal one. So I love the devastation aspect with shotguns. And you can't get past that when it comes to our situation as civilians. Obviously, a shotgun in a combat environment, a modern combat environment where we can look at distances engaging somebody at feet and then 500 meters, a shotgun is about the worst tool you could grab, right? In SBR, in every aspect, a short-barreled rifle like a Mark 18 is going to be a better choice in that case scenario. But as a civilian, let me tell you, if it's a standard rule of law situation and that is past 25 yards, we could potentially have some major legal issues. It is rare that you're taking a shot past 25 yards. And quite frankly, if you are seeing a threat past 25 yards, it's probably time to get out of the area completely before engaging in that person. Now, I would say that minus 25 yards and that shotgun devastation factor is going to be lifted up if you can master the tool. The other thing that I love about shotguns is the variety of ammunition. I can shoot cheaply with shotguns still. $8, usually $8 to $11, depending on the type and quality of shot. For number 8 target loads, a box of 25, and realistically, a 100-round range day with a shotgun, man, you're getting a hell of a lot of training and your shoulder's gonna be pretty beat by the end of it, so usually you can get a lot for your money. There's a lot of training with not a lot of ammunition when it comes to shotguns, and really a lot of that training is just loading the shotgun. That's where it really all comes down to the skill of running that gun. Can you reload it under stress? The other reason why I love shotguns is their simplicity in the accessories, right? A lot of people that I see that talk about shotguns like they know about shotguns, but really you can tell they don't shoot them that frequently, recommend all these things on there, right? You got to have your angled vert grip and your lights hanging off in every direction and the red dot in the back and slings all over the place. And I got news for you guys. The more that I practice with shotguns, the more minimalist I want to be. I was running slings all over the place, and then I realized that, to be honest with you, slings on a shotgun are completely in the way, even when you wrap them around your person. If you wrap the sling around your person with enough room to reload the shotgun, it is not a tight enough sling to still sling the gun on your body, and if you leave the sling dangling, it's all in the way. So you know what? On almost every gun, I would recommend a sling, but for me, in my use case with a shotgun being in my home, I don't run it with a sling. That's just me. And maybe I'm New York reloading a few shotguns all around and I don't want to have a sling on it for that reason. Regardless, slings get in the way for me on shotguns. So I don't personally run slings. That's just me. But also, I don't run red dots on shotguns. A really nice rule of thumb that I think about and just helps me explain why I don't run red dots on shotguns. The bead is faster. Yes, ghost ring sights help accurate shots at a distance, but when I see somebody recommending ghost ring sights or a red dot over a shotgun bead, I know they don't shoot them that frequently. Go out and try to shoot clay pigeons or go bird hunting with a red dot or go bird hunting with ghost ring sights. And that is about as quick of target acquisition as you could ever need on a shotgun, and you will learn very, very quickly that a bead is just, it's so intuitive to pick that up and find your targets. It is lightning fast. So to pick up that shotgun bead on a target that's a few feet in front of you, it is much faster. It is a much more natural point of aim than any other type of sighting system that you're gonna see on a shotgun. So I love the simplicity that they have. Do I still run lights on my home defense shotguns? Yes. And whenever possible, I still want a white light on there. But really, that is about it. You don't need that much on a standard shotgun to make it a tool of straight destruction, which is really nice. I also love shotguns for the vibe, right? I have grown up shooting shotguns my entire life, and I have always had a love for them. I remember watching Brendan Fraser with an 1897 in The Mummy just wreaking havoc, and I love shotguns for that vibe. And that's why I have some wood stock shotguns. I don't know, my soul breathes a retro shotgun with some nice wood furniture. That's just kind of what I like. And maybe this whole thing, you know, the meme graph where you're going up and we reach like the peak and then all of a sudden you just tank and you're like just a total FUD on the other side. Maybe I'm here. I don't know. Maybe I'm here and I'm just kind of like, I did peak and now I'm back down and I'm just old now and it is what it is. But I see so much value in a shotgun still today. I just do. There are a million other reasons I could come up with, but I think this has already gone long enough. Now, let me know what you guys think. Is a shotgun just a breaching tool? Is it a beginner's gun? Is it not worth anything, even a breaching gun, or is it really right down the middle? I don't know. That's kind of where I am. Comment down below. You guys know the deal. I absolutely will get back to you. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.